What's going on, YouTube gamers? Bonfire here, and this past weekend I got to try PlayStation VR. So Sony is holding these PlayStation VR experiences in retailers all across America, and there's a link down in the description to the site where you can go, you can type in your zip code and see what retailers and experiences are nearby you in your area. And that's what I did. Typed in the old zip code at the site and found out that a couple of my local Gamestops have the PSVR experiences going on, and it tells you the day and the times in which that event is taking place. And so this Saturday I went and I played PSVR, and it was pretty awesome. Now, before I dive into my thoughts and impressions on the PSVR, even though you can probably already tell what I think about it, I want to tell you guys about the experience I had because it was incredible. So they got a little kiosk and a little station set up in a little area, and you go and you get to do the demos. It's about 5 minutes long on the headset. Some of the demos use the Move controllers, others don't. And I saw a soccer one that a kid did because they got a TV set up there and you can actually watch and see what that person is doing and looking at. So I saw a little kid do like this little soccer demo where you kind of hit the ball with your head at these targets, and then my friend and his wife, they did this underwater one where they drop you into the ocean and then you can just kind of look around and all the sea life and stuff, and that looked pretty cool. I was gonna do that because he was like, dude, that was intense, you gotta do that one. But then there was this dad of the little kid that I watched who did the soccer one. He started doing, it was called the London Heist, and you get the Move controllers and you actually get to shoot stuff. Unfortunately, one of his Move controllers wasn't working, so he only did it for like a minute, and he was like, I'm good, that's cool, I'm done. And then it was my turn, and he got the Move controller working, so I was like, I want to do that one, that looked really cool. So I ended up doing the London Heist. So what it was is I was in a van, and it's cool because you put on the headset, and I'll be honest, the graphics aren't photorealistic, but the frame rate was very smooth. It was a little blurry for me because I don't think it was adjusted just right, but you know, it was a quick little demo, whatever. It still looked cool, and you get to see the depth and you're moving and everything, and it was just crazy. So I started in a van, and I'm sitting there. I look over to my right, and he's driving because obviously we're in London, and the driver's there and he's talking to me, and I'm just like, this is cool. And then I brought up my hands with the Move controllers. I went like this, and I could see my hands just like I'm looking at them now. It was 1-to-1. It felt crazy. Crazy real. And so I grabbed a little soda, took a little drink of that, and I started just messing around, and there was this bag of ammo clips, and I picked up one of those, was kind of looking at it, put that down, then I started messing with the car radio, and it was just so cool. And then the action kicked in. So these dudes on motorcycles come rolling up at me, they start shooting at you, and obviously there's no kickback or anything when you're getting hit, but you know, still I was taken by it, and I was like, whoa, I'm getting shot at. Then the driver, he knocks out the windshield, tosses me a gun, and it's on. We got to start shooting. So I pick up the gun, and you actually have to load the gun with the clips. So the bag of clips next to me, I had to pick it up. And it's funny because everyone's watching me. The first thing I grabbed was a soda pop can, so I had to like toss that, pick up the clip, you put it in the gun, and then you start shooting, and you're holding it out just like you would a normal gun. You're shooting and doing all this, and you're shooting. It was crazy. But one of the things that would have been really cool is if the moves vibrated, just to give more of a sense of immersion when you're shooting. I don't know if they have that capability, but if they could do that, that would be awesome. You know, get a little vibration when you're shooting the gun. That'd be pretty cool. But you're going to be shooting all these bad guys. You're trying to get away from them. Some roll up on motorcycles, some roll up on cars, and they're shooting at you. And there's a couple times when the cars actually crash into you and they explode in front of you, and that was pretty intense because I was very taken by it, and I kind of was like, whoa, you know, like as they kind of hit my car and come at me. But it was just really cool, and then after, you know, you shoot a bunch of them and you kind of get away, and then it's to be continued. Obviously the game is actually longer in the final version, but this was just a demo. But it was so cool. And you know, after took a couple guys out, I got it down to where I was shooting at the dudes, had a clip ready in my hand, so when that was done, I could just go grab a clip, and I was kicking ass in it. But holy crap, it was so much fun. So I've never done VR before, so this was the first time I've ever experienced it. I had the opportunity in 2014 when I went to PAX Prime in Seattle, that they had an Oculus demo there, but the line was so long, and that was when VR was still relatively new, not as known mainstream as it is now. but I didn't do it there. So this is my first time, and it was just such an incredible experience. I was so taken by it, and I am so sold on it. I think it's just going to be so much fun to do these different types of experiences, and I think that's really what's going to take VR first, is do these experiences and just kind of get used to it. Then if they can do some cool things with gameplay, Resident Evil 7's coming out. I know the Batman VR thing is coming out. I'm really excited about that. It's just there's some really cool things you can do with this for video games, and I cannot wait. Now my friend took a little video while I was doing the VR demo, so check this out so you guys can see what I was doing and kind of what it looks like. So impressions of PSVR. The headset itself was really comfortable. Again, I didn't get to 100% adjust it right, but it worked really well. It wasn't like super heavy or anything like that. It was weird to have the cords go to that external box that's hooked up to your PS4 for the VR, but I didn't really notice it in what I was doing when I was sitting there. It didn't like weigh me down or anything like that. And it was cool. I was really immersed in that demo, and even in the loading screens and things like that, you could see it. Again, the graphics aren't photorealistic, but they didn't need to be. Well, I think what mattered most was the consistent frame rate, and the frame rate for these, it was very smooth, and I was there. There was no jitters or anything like that, no little quirks or bugs, and it really felt like I was there. In the demo, I was in a car, obviously, right? And there was a moment where it tricked my mind to I really felt like I was driving in a car, almost to where you could start to get the feelings of motion sickness, but not really. But it was so awesome. I cannot wait for PSVR. I've got mine pre-ordered. It comes out October 13th here in the States this year, and I can't wait. I will be doing an unboxing on the channel. I will be doing some videos on it. So if you guys are looking forward to that, stay tuned, because that is coming to the channel, and I cannot wait. Well, there you guys have it. I just wanted to take a moment to share my experience with PSVR, because I finally got to try it. Again, I'm so excited for this. I cannot wait for it. But definitely check out that link down in the description so you guys can go see if there's any more demos that they're doing in the coming weeks in any of the retailers nearest you, so you guys can try it out, because it's definitely worth it in my opinion. So let me know what you guys think about that. The little video, me playing VR, down in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Till next time, I'm Bonfire, and I'll see you online.
Now come up, it's shady you now. If you with me, put your hands up. On the fly, ladies, to the front, go ahead and stand up. Fellas, if you see the one you want, it's on the man.